Hello good people, hola! Today I want to show you how I've made a palette using my favorite Neocolor II crayons. I decorate this box with acrylic markers in a previous video, which I will link in case you want to see it. I thought it would be fun to see all my favorite colors together, and maybe this can be one more way to use them. And as you are going to see later in this video, I had a few little issues in the making of the palette. Let's see my collection of Neocolors II. I bought my first ones in 2019, a little tin of 10 crayons. And since then, I've been slowly building my collection. I also have a Neocolor I in white that I only use for highlights or to create wax resist effect. If you are not familiar with the Neocolors by Caran d'Ache, there are two types of crayons. The Neocolors I, which aren't water-soluble, and the Neocolors II, which are water-soluble. And these are the ones I will be using to make the palette in this video. I started by picking my favorite shades, and it's very easy to know which are the ones I use the most. They are broken into pieces. I broke them to take more colors with me when I go sketch outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm not sure they will fit in my little box. I've made a few arrangements in the pens to fit all the colors. Let's see the colors because that's more interesting than watching empty pens. Of course, I couldn't resist to do some mixing. We can get so many colors by mixing just a few shades. And I found that I could discard the salmon color because I can easily get that shade by mixing desert rose with salmon pink. I also hesitate if I should add black. I know it's a color many artists don't use, but I personally like black. Here's a close look to the colors. And I'm finally ready to start the experience. You can laugh now, but at this point, I still didn't realize that I had more colors than pens. Taking the labels was a struggle. I used a very basic metal sharpener that has 2 holes. The big hole is perfect to sharpen the Neocolors. Mixing the shavings with little drops of water reminds me of the mud cakes I used to do in my childhood. A bit messy, but super fun. It took me almost an entire afternoon to make the whole palette. and even getting rid of the salmon and white. The pens that fit in the box were still less than the colors I had picked. I should have planned better the palette in advance. I will try to remember this for future projects. Look at this palette. Isn't this satisfying to look at? For me, it is. The paint took more than 24 hours to dry and shrink a lot, so I repeat the process of sharpening to fill a little bit more the pens. It's interesting how my palette changes with time. Looking at these colors, I can clearly see me in the present moment. And in the end, I find a silly solution to fit the pen with the black color. And finally, it was time to see if the colors looked the same. I was a bit worried that I mixed much water to dissolve the shavings, but they look amazing. Comparing the colors with the first swatch, they seem exactly the same to me. The experiment had a happy ending. I did a replay of Art and Party to test the palette, and it matched my best expectations. I used the paint palette as a base layer and add pencils for the details. Let me also shout out the Art and Party washi tape. If you want to grab one for you, check the link of Melissa Martin that I will leave in the description. This was a very fun and easy experiment. The only advice I can give you is to plan your palette in advance. Check if you have enough pens and if they fit all in your case. I definitely think that this will become a new way to use the Neocolors II in my mixed media drawings. I hope you enjoyed watching the making of a custom palette with Neocolors II. Thank you for watching and see you soon. Bye!